Hey, what's going on, guys? Tony here from the Koalition, and I want to talk to you about Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain. Thanks to a mom and shop store, I was able to get my hands on it before everybody else did. Ironically enough, I actually got a review copy as well, but we'll talk about that on Throwdown. Wink, wink, wink. So I want to talk to you real quick about what I think of the game so far. I'm 7 hours into it. Actually, 7 hours and like 20 minutes or so, and I've played 5 of the main missions and 4 of the side quests. By the way, before I get into it, all the footage that you're seeing here is from the first main mission. I'm totally skipping the intro of the game, even though I'm not technically under any embargo because I bought this at a store. I just want to adhere to those rules just in case. This mission you may have seen from the E3 trailers and all that, and that's the reason I chose it, because no spoilers at all. If you've seen those videos, you've seen all this. It's just me playing it now. But yeah, man, I'm loving this. It's fantastic. I mean, it's Metal Gear. Nothing less could have been expected. It's just great so far. Again, I'm not able to do all the upgrading stuff too much. I could upgrade some things, not everything, because I don't have enough materials for it. But I'm sure as I play the game, I'll get more materials. But I've gotten into Mother Base, all that stuff. I got to see what Afghanistan's all about. Afghanistan's a pretty big place. It's almost kind of daunting in a way. It's like, oh, wow, this is huge. But it's interesting how you have the open world mechanics with Metal Gear. It's an interesting mix because in an open world, you basically just want to run around and do a bunch of crazy stuff. Can't really do that when you're supposed to be stealthy. So it adds a whole different dynamic to it, but it's pretty cool so far. I like it. Graphically speaking, obviously, I mean, look at this thing. It's freaking gorgeous. I mean, I'm sorry that I can't present it to you in 60 frames a second as it actually is on PlayStation 4, because it just looks absolutely beautiful. Fox Engine isn't messing around. This is just great, great stuff. And then as far as the story is concerned, obviously I can't say too much because it's not even because I'm spoiling it, it's because I haven't really gotten deep into it, but it takes place right after Ground Zeroes and Big Boss is trying to acclimate himself back into being, you know, a warrior once again, which is a little bit hard because he's been out of it for 9 years. The controls feel almost the same as they did in Ground Zeroes. There's not really any big changes there. I know they said they were going to adjust some of the controls. I don't feel any difference, which is fine because Ground Zeroes controlled really well, so this controls really well. But I did notice some other additions, like you have animal companions now. You can actually Fulton a bunch of dudes, which is always nice. Actually, this is the part I wanted to bring up. I almost skipped this. It's very important. Basically, one of my hopes for this game was that it would just be Peace Walker, but big. And in most ways, that's exactly what I'm getting here. You're building your mother base, you're upgrading things, you're going on missions that are not... They're all connected, but they're also separate at the same time. You could go on different missions multiple times if you want. So it really does feel like Peace Walker in a lot of ways, which I'm very happy about. Now, I can't talk about the co-op aspect because it's not there yet, and it kind of shames me to say this, but I don't know enough about this game to know if you can actually bring your friends with you on co-op missions, because that would be pretty sweet. Like, if you could play the full game with your buddies like you did on Peace Walker, I'd be down with that, but we'll see about that. But yeah, I don't want to take up too much of your time here. I just wanted to give you some quick first impressions, and so far it's living up to the hype. You've seen all these review scores, 9s and 10s and stuff. Now, granted, they were under interesting situations. I won't get into that. But yeah, I think so far those reviews have been warranted, and this may be the game of the year. I mean, I've been saying it's going to be my game of the year because it's freaking Metal Gear, but I think it's really shaping up to be that way. It's a technical marvel and all that. Hideo Kojima, you could not expect anything less. Alright, so once again, I was Tony Polanco from the Koalition. Make sure to subscribe to our channel, like this video, support us. We're trying to bring you the most awesome video game, hip-hop, and pop culture news we possibly can. So please support us, all of that stuff. Once again, Tony Polanco, I will see you around next time. Later.